What is going on, YouTube? I'm so glad to bring you guys back for another video. Me and my dad are starting to assemble the lift kit onto the truck finally. Where I left off before, I'm pretty sure in the last video, was showing y'all all the powder coated parts and all the chrome stuff. There's the front diff. Getting ready to put that in next. We repainted it, made it look new again. But let me go down here to the other shop and show you guys the leaf springs and stuff with the parts assembled. By the way, I hope you guys are having a great day. Anyway, here are the leaf springs all put together. There's my rear axle and the rear cover, G2 rear cover. We had to send that to Texas to get powder coated so we could keep these machine aluminum accents in there, because my local powder coat guy didn't know the technique to do it, but the rest of his work is great. There's the front cross member chrome plated. We're getting this lift kit put on. I don't want to talk too much because we need to get some work done, but I'm going to set you guys up on a time lapse, and we're just going to see how much we can knock out today and tomorrow, and hopefully we can get a lot done. Set you guys up on time lapse. Alright, YouTube, just wanted to jump in here, give y'all a little update real quick, show y'all what we got done last night. So we got the rear cross member on, differential drop bracket for the passenger side, front cross members on, differential is in there. On this side, we got the lower control arm on, which I'm actually about to start working on the other side, and then we're working on getting the upper control arm in. Alright, YouTube, last time we had the camera going, we were on a time lapse putting this together. We actually had to do some modifications back here on the shock. It's going to be hard to see. This little plate right here, we actually had to cut that out because the shock was rubbing on it. It's where the factory bump stop mounted, which is right here. We actually cut the bump stop off and notched that out so the shock wouldn't rub up against it. And then I got the compression strut bar on this side. Alright guys, so when we were putting the steering knuckle on last night, we realized that it didn't look like it was tightening up close enough here, so we knocked it back off and got the powder out of the holes where the ball joints tighten up. And we also forgot to turn the actual ball joint shaft to where we could get the cotter pin in it. So the factory hole that's in the ball joint shaft is going this way. We couldn't get a cotter pin in there, so we actually just drilled a hole and put a cotter pin in it, and there's a lock nut on it, or lock washer. But we got that put on, tightened up the bottom down here, it's torqued up, cotter pin in that. I've got the shock fitted in there, and I'm gonna move on to the hub next. Also, if y'all ever do a lift kit and y'all plan to run the kryptonite tie rods for the FabTech and Mcgaughys lift kits, you do have to have a specific tie rod in that fits in their steering knuckle hole, because the factory tie rod in sizing will not fit. I learned that the hard way. I ordered in the factory size, and now I gotta wait like 2 weeks on the Mcgaughys size ones. My God, YouTube, this is amazing. I am so freaking happy, you guys. This is just, it's coming together so killer. The torsion bars are just laying in there right now because I realized by the time that we went to put them in, I didn't have the tool to actually do it. I have to rent that tool. You see the cross members powdered up in there. We still got to put our little Mcgaughys badges on the torsion drop brackets right there. The front is like 85% done, I would say. We still got to put on the tie rod. I'm waiting on the kryptonite tie rod in that fits the Mcgaughys FabTech lift kits. And we also have to put on the sway bar end links. I'm gonna wait until I get the tie rods to do that. And then we also, the other day, we just bought some steel braided brake lines. Those things look really good. And earlier today, I had this whole assembly already done up without the dust cover on there. And I didn't realize that the dust cover actually went behind the hub. So I had to work backwards today. I had to take the hub off and put the dust cover back on, but it's all good, we got it worked out. And then we started working on the rear end probably a couple hours ago. Had to go buy a couple bolts that we misplaced somewhere. The rear ends, got the leaf springs in, lift blocks, axles laying in there. All this stuff is just kind of mocked up right now, but it's looking good, guys, it's looking good. I'm so freaking excited. Can't wait for this thing to be done. General update here. Working on some custom reservoir mounting brackets to mount the reservoir, which is gonna go like right here in this area. Also figuring out about the wheel lights. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna mount these to this dust cover because obviously the dust cover is really small. So we know we can get at least one bracket here and one bracket here, but we're gonna have to do something down here in the knuckle, probably two more, and figure out how to get those on with the brakes on. Also, new headlights should be coming in probably this week. There's Dad.
What up, guys?
But yeah, it's coming along, guys.
I got it, y'all. That was a good one. I gotta get the eyeball right, you know what I mean? There you go.
Alright guys, quick update. I don't know where I last left off in the video, but we got the axles all set in here, got the U-bolts on. Yep. Axles all in here, U-bolts are on. Lift blocks. We had the actual axles in there, and then we realized, oh, we gotta put the dust covers on. So we had to take the axles back out. Also, these little, on the dust covers, so on the dust covers, the emergency brake line goes right here, and it has a little rubber boot that goes over that, and the dust cover holds the rubber boot in. So we actually ordered those at AutoZone yesterday. I'm gonna get those in, but I just want to throw a little update in here, let y'all know where we were at. We're about to move to the torsion keys, trying to get those in. It's been a little bit of a pain, and then after that, we're gonna mess with the tie rods, because I finally got the right tie rod ends. After that, we'll finish up the rear end and pretty much be moving on to electrical stuff then, doing lights and all that. So it's exciting, guys, exciting. We got it in there, Bubba.
We got it, man.
for the pin that holds the axle clips in. Ready for the cover.
Testing. Testing 1, 2.
What an idiot.